everyone. Welcome to Season 2 of PPR, and we are in D3 once again. This is your host, Radicus, along with Botch Gerbil. Botch, do you copy? Are you there? Yeah, we are at China today. And who is going out for that outlap? Lando Nor, of course. On the mediums. See if he can get into the 131s. That'll be a solid time on mediums around here. Watch, include your audio, please.
Yeah, it's included now. I just realized I messed that up. My bad.
So, Botch, currently have a bunch of peanut butter on the roof of my mouth, so maybe you want to explain this track to our viewers a little bit. What should they be looking for out of qualifying from the drivers?
Yeah, so China's a very difficult track here. The one stop and two stop is a very difficult decision. The one stop is, in my experience, quite overpowered here, so we will see a lot of medium runners. We do have a couple of people out on the softs already. Could be running a banker lap and then going on the mediums just to have a lap down. But we'll just have to wait and see. We got 7 or 8 drivers out on track now. A couple of people taking their time.
Yep, and Lando Nor, the first out of that train to start their laps, and he's just about to head to the final turn right now.
Starting on the mediums.
Lando Nor, the champ last year, he usually sets the pace early on.
Ooh, very wide in that first corner. That first corner is really hard to get down. Really got to cut in and go out and then come back in. Just very late apex at the end there.
Car rotated pretty quickly there.
Yeah, getting by some traffic.
Into probably the best part of the track. It's probably my favorite part of the track right here. Such
it
a
is
satisfying
fun, but tricky to get.
Oh, and completely flat out through here. He nailed that. Of course, excuse us, we probably don't know the turn names because there's just way too many of them.
Yeah.
But you basically want to start going flat out here, take a tight line. And look at that, he's already up into 7th gear.
And then onto this long back straight, and the longer straights on the F1 calendar. I know Baku's twice as long as this one. Still really hard to figure out a nice setup here. You want top speed, but you also want grip through the second sector, so it's a good mix and balance that we'll see today, and we'll see who gets it right and who gets it wrong.
Yeah, for me, and a 1:38.31.8 by Lando Nor. Great time on the mediums.
Yeah, very fast time on the mediums there.
He's just gonna go back into the garage, probably chill for the rest of this session now.
Mowgli and Mr. Ghost both setting
Mike Yount with a 1:31.1, but of course on the softs. You better hope that doesn't come back to bite him in the race with the strategy. Of course, safety car can definitely turn things around here. Can make the soft hard.
The softs do have a hard time making it past 5 laps here though, so the drivers are definitely going to be struggling with that.
Oh, PPR Venom, Bake Strudel on the softs as well, and they're filling up the top 3 positions at the moment. Let's see who we can ride on board with here. Mex is on his hot lap, currently the championship leader, is 2nd place. I need to pull up those standings, I'll keep you posted on that, everyone. Going through this second sector, this is where you can gain the most time. And of course the winding corner onto the straight as well.
Oh, sets Max just set the fastest second sector. He is on the soft still.
He is on softs. Yep.
Not a lot of people opting out. Only about.
Oh, and Chaz just enjoying the view on the side of the track.
Only 7 people choosing to use the softs right now. Not a popular choice. Now let's see what Max does. He's just about to cross the line. Leave one of the Ferraris in front of him too.
Oh, and he aborts.
TC Ronin sets the 132.3 on the mediums. Very close to the Lando North. Closest on the mediums there.
Deemer 132.6 on the mediums. Run the Jules. About to start his hot lap. Let's ride on board with the Renault driver.
Oh, that was his lap, a 148.6, unless
Yeah, he ended up backing out of
going
it, so he's
around.
going to do another one. Of course, you can't do multiple laps on the mediums.
Yeah,
They'll still do their job in the race.
Got the same idea right behind him. Had to back out.
So right now, top 3 runners on the softs. If I'm Lando North, I'm loving that time though. I would want to stay on the mediums.
Yeah, mediums are an advantage. But the safety cars can throw that strategy right out the window. So it's really a guessing game at this point, but you just gotta trust the other drivers are clean and go back.
So Jules currently 12.5 seconds up.
Big lock up there.
So that'll be a low 132 as far as it stands.
Looks like his teammate's trying to give him the toe on the back straight. I don't know if it's gonna work. A little late there. Might get a little bit. Yep. Moves out.
Every thousandth counts, I guess. Oh, and that's gonna hurt him.
Ooh, yeah, way too deep. Big lock up. Underestimated the speed coming in the corner there. I think both Alpha's
Not the
right
best
now.
exit there. 133. Oh, P9. So he's probably looking at fresh tires.
Yeah. Ooh, and Alpha's off right
Fords
now.
is in the gravel.
Ooh. Looks like he wanted to give his teammate the toe there. That's not good. Look out very well, but.
Hambinus. I haven't seen Hambinus before. I think
Must
I've
be a
raced with him
reserve.
myself, but I didn't know he was in PPR. It doesn't seem to be here at the moment, though.
And also, first experience for me is
6:57,
Craig
still looking to set a
Conley.
lap. Yeah, Craig Conley, new entrant actually to the Haas team. So now Mex actually has a teammate that can get some points with him, help him in the
fight for the
constructors. Because
constructors.
Mex literally carrying the Haas team.
Yep. His shoulders are so heavy. Couple people on their outlaps. Top 3 are all on outlaps again. All out on the softs.
6:57 looking to set a time here. Hasn't set a time yet. Still on the softs.
Oh, he's gonna run into some traffic. Hopefully he doesn't get held up there.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be let through on this straight. This is a lot of time in that exit there. Oh, and forgets to put his DRS on. It's gonna hurt him a little bit.
That's a different strategy there.
Let's see, is he just trying to get P11?
Going across the line. Goes P13.
P13 at 134.9 on softs. Definitely not what you want to be getting on this track, but he might have another go. Or he might just be happy with it, because, you know, it doesn't
Oh,
matter where you start on the grid in this track.
Mike, yeah,
have a
just
chance.
had a little spin in the end of sector 2. He was on a hot lap there. That's gonna hurt him. He's probably gonna have to box those tires again.
Redeemer on 3-lap-old mediums, not improving on his time. Oh, and Chaz goes up into P4 on the softs. Another 131. Let's see.
Had a couple people
Mowgli
just
going to do a lap on the softs, actually. He's just on the straight right now on his out lap.
a couple of drivers just choosing to switch right onto the softs, worried about their placement in qualifying. Both McLarens look like they're trying to do a tow, for one of them at least.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to start on the softs, you better hope you have pole. And you have the lead after the end of the first lap as well. As Mowgli
Safety car
starts
would
his
really
hot
help
lap.
you out too.
Definitely. Oh, and he's very close behind Mex. Is Mex on a lap as well?
Mex is on a lap.
And who's in front of Mex? These guys are cutting it a little close. Okay, George's
Alpha
not on a
pulls
hot
out.
lap. But Mowgli is fairly close to Mex. You might be hoping for a nice
Now
little
Mowgli
toe
might get a
on the
really
back
nice
straight.
toe. That's the best toe you can get, the guy going in front of you on a hot lap too.
See if the strategy plays into Mowgli's hands. Of course, Mex is on mediums as well, so he will be a little bit slower. But it seems like there's enough of a gap. Mowgli purple is the second sector. He's up 7/10 on his time at the moment.
That's gonna set him. He still needs another couple tenths there to
Gets a
get
good
in the
exit
top
here.
5. Oh, he's gonna get that draft. It's very far away, but it's still gonna help him. Yeah, 330 kilometers at the height.
Slows down very nicely there, rotates the car. Must be using assist. Heads into the last corner. Perfect
Activates
extension
the
there.
DRS.
131.6, great lap. Only good enough for P5 though, as Mex goes faster on the mediums.
Wow, Max must have had a really
Wow.
good third sector there. That has got a Max.
Leaving it for late.
Wow. Really upsetting. Lando Norr is not the fastest on the mediums now. Lando Norr will have
Yeah,
to
he
respond.
might have to think again. He might have to think about going out on softs unless he's comfortable starting potentially on the back half of the grid.
So as it's looking to me right now, there's only 2 drivers that currently have a medium time qualified. 3 drivers, sorry. George as well is in there. Mex and Lando Norr. Everyone else has opted for the softs.
Yep, Jules right now starting another hot lap.
Oh, and Lando Norr has just put on the soft, so he is throwing up the medium strategy and going all out. See if he can get pole.
TRC
Oh,
Ronan,
TT
meanwhile, doing a
Ronan.
130.2.
Wow.
Blowing everybody out of the dust.
Almost a full second there, faster than Dave Strudel. That's really a show of dominance there. Hopefully someone can respond.
God damn, where did that come from? That came out of absolute nowhere.
Yeah, DC Runman's been kind of
See what
quiet
Jules can do.
first couple of races.
Of course,
this
Jules
season.
was a D1 driver last year. Oh, Jules, little snap of the back end. Not a good place to get it. Can he get on the throttle? He short shifts like crazy, then he downshifts once because he realized he went all the way up into 8th gear. Oh, and forgets to put his DRS.
Oof.
And now he slows down. I guess he's backing out of this.
Yeah. I would too at that point. That lap's pretty much over.
Well, Cambinas doesn't join back. Seems like we're gonna have. Well, he didn't set a lap, so let's hope we don't have, an AI in the race.
Yeah. Well, he is at the back, so that's the best place for the AI to start. So we'll see.
Off white meat, definitely not on a hot lap.
Ooh, both McLarens just
see.
hop out of the pits together simultaneously.
Oh, McLaren's deciding to hold hands.
Lando Norr, meanwhile,
So
on his
Lando
top lap.
Norr. Yeah, let's ride on board with him. Let's see if he can respond.
Some fresh softs, gonna shoot for that pole. We know he's quick. He had a great performance last race. Finally getting
Meanwhile, our
some
new
points.
addition, Craig Conley. I'm actually going to on board with him, ride on board with him a little bit.
Max
Looking
must
good
be
through
very
there.
happy having a teammate now. Able to fight for some points.
It's a bit of a slow exit, but
Flat out
definitely
through
going to
here,
look like a better time.
He's flat out. See how he takes this
Keeps it
corner.
nice and
Can't
tight.
get on the power early enough.
It's a great angle on the corner. He's on the power. Yeah, it looks like he's going to improve on
He's a
this lap.
second up
He's
on
a
his
second
time
up.
right now.
Wow.
Ooh. That's gonna be 1:31.7. Let's see if he can get in the 1:30s.
The new
His third
addition
sector.
showing what he's made of.
He's gonna get a little draft from the McLarens here.
He was considering it there. He was considering it.
A little too close for comfort, I guess. Here, Conley coming into the final corner.
Smooth, nice and smooth. Great turn.
Where does he
Oh,
finish?
a 130.8.
P2.
What a lap. What a lap.
Another one in the 1:30. Very nice.
Now
lap
back
by
on board with
Conley.
Lando Norr. He's currently a second up on his time. So, let's see.
He's coming into the final.
Looks like a top 3 time right now.
Yeah. See if he can get. He might split between TC Ronan and Craig Conley. But, Mike Young, meanwhile, improves on his time at 1:30.836, just slightly behind Craig Conley.
Damn, look at Lando Norr just power through that corner. 130.3.
Good enough for P2. Big gap between P2 and P3. Still some more room there.
Oh,
but
and people having some fun there. PPR Venom
oof.
and Mr. Ghost looking for a little excursion. I'm not sure what's going on here.
That's not going to help the tires.
Chaz on a
Meanwhile-
hot lap managed to beat the time, I believe. Oh, never mind. Doesn't look like it.
I think PPR
Big
Venom,
Strudel.
that was his hot lap, and he spun on it, so he is done. It's really gonna hurt him.
So Mech's currently the only one on the mediums in the top 10. Will he stay in the top 10?
So everyone is opting for the sauce. That's very interesting. No one going for the
Big
one
Strudel splits Lando Norr and Craig Conley with a 130.7. That's good enough for P3. Yeah, Venom not able to set a lap. Redeemer looks to be on a lap. He's up 5/10. What about Jules? Yeah, Jules looks to be on a lap as well. Let's see, who's passing the line right now? 657. Not sure if he improves there. I don't think he did.
We got the two Renaults just about to cross the line.
Yeah, Jules really wants a better time here. Looks like he's gonna get it too. 131.5. That's
Oh,
P10.
does his teammate beat him? No.
What about Redeemer? Redeemer
Oh, he
beats him.
does.
Redeemer goes P7.
Good.
Jules will be thanking him for that because Jules has P11. He is the holy grail in
Mex
terms
gets
of
pushed
fresh
out.
tire selection. Mex. Well, he's gonna
Fastest
get
time
some
on the
fresh
mediums.
to start on.
All
Maybe he'll
for
even start
nothing.
on the hards. You think
Yeah.
anyone's gonna start on the hards today, Botched?
Oh, it'll be interesting to see. That's a real risk
So we
there.
wait for Mex to retire. Mex, you're the only one, so if you're watching, please retire.
retire the car. Next.
All right.
So we got the top 5 all in the 130s. Everyone else just missing out. B, unfortunately, was not able to set a lap. I think he was having some connection issues.
Yeah, or he's not even in the league.
Yeah,
Not
maybe
sure
we're
if he's
just
actually in the
confused.
league. I mean, he's not a bad driver, don't get me wrong. I think he could be in the league, but I think he just joined by mistake.
Jordan Fraud not able to get a nice lap down, 146, 657 at a 134. Everyone else in the 131s and 132s.
So there you have it. Max might regret doing only a lap on the mediums, but we'll see. Max has been on the podium every race so far.
Yeah. Lando Norris, meanwhile, getting on the podium again. TC Ronan, big surprise, taking pole. And Big Strudel
And
closing out the top 3.
Teamer seems to have lagged out. Unfortunate.
Looks like no one got
Greg
any.
Conley, how about the debutant? P4 for the Haas team.
Yeah.
So this
I
might
mean,
actually
straight
work
out
well
of the
for Haas.
box.
2 cars on completely different strategies.
I'll be very surprised if any of the people not starting in the top 10 choose the softs to start on. That'll be a big surprise for me. But we shall see.
Oh, and it even looks like we might have a little bit of weather coming into play. It's looking a little bit cloudy over there, doesn't it, Botched?
Yeah, rain really does change the strategy. China is known for rain in F1 2020, so we have a good chance here.
As the drivers adjust their strategies, their fuel levels, maybe even their front wing, as we get ready for them to get started in PPR D3.
So it'll be interesting to see. The last race, Lando Norris kind of ran away with it. Interesting to see if he gets some pressure. If TC
As
Ronan is
the
going to be the one
formation
that
lap
runs away
now
with it.
underway. And let's see the tires. So, yep, as expected, we have some racers on the hards. Run the Jules, Mex, and Mr. Ghost all electing for the hardest compound.
Yeah, everyone in
And
the
then
top
we have
10 stuck on the softs.
657
chosen
the
to
soft
start on the
tires.
softs. Oh, he must have a strategy in his head.
Oh, we do have Hambinus is here. Is he here? I'm not sure.
There looks like a
run the
Renault spawn.
Jules. Oh, Jules. What happened there, Jules? Good thing he didn't get disqualified. At least he still gets to warm up his tires. This could benefit him. He'll have warmer tires than the people around him because he's going to be the last one rounding up the lap. Is this his strategy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hambinus does have a red X, so let's hope that this AI does not factor the race at all.
Now there is a big gap between first and last place, which does hurt the front runners because they will sit on the grid just that little bit longer, but they will all be on even starting temperatures, hopefully. So we're about to get underway soon.
I guess the big question is, what will these soft runners do? Especially 657, because he's all the way at the back, basically, on the softs. The only one in the free tire choice range. And TRC Ronan just can't wait to get started because he seems to be way ahead of everybody else.
Very excited to be on pole. Just wants to get out ahead, start making a gap. I don't blame him.
Deemer, hopefully he can join back as soon as the race starts. Let's hope that doesn't cause a accident at turn 1. As Jules gets back into his grid position.
Getting ready.
Five red lights. And it's lights out.
Here we go. Ooh, TC Ronan fighting Lando Nor in that first corner. Lando Nor coming back on the inside
line. Looks like he's gonna get it done.
Oh,
they're side by side. Ronan gets the edge.
Already. There's a safety car already out on track.
Oh man, what
looks
has
like
happened?
CJ Gaming fell down the ranks there. Let's take a look at the position changes.
Gambinas with wing damage. Not what you want to see.
It's
LD lost a lot of positions here. Mike Yan losing 5 positions. LDR Redeemer showed him in first. Might be
now he's
glitching all over the place.
He is all the way in the back now.
Oh, he is
dead last. So.
Oh, he does have wing damage. And Jules as well. Jules has spun. Under the safety car.
Both Renaults. God, this is not a good day for the Renault.
Does Jules have wing damage? He does not, so he's gonna stay out.
Safety car come out very quick. They didn't even finish.
Now it makes you wonder, will any of the soft runners pit already? I guess you can't, because you can't make a one-stop work, right? But what if you want to just get on the mediums?
Yeah, it would be an early changeover, but might work out for them in the end. We'll see if any of them take the risk here.
Considering how many more safety cars there could be.
Oh!
TC
Ronan just
TRC
going
Ronan
all
deciding
the way.
Not to go in the pits, but he loses 2 places.
So we got...
And we do have, of course, people changing their wings.
Looks like we have almost 8 drivers, 9 drivers in the pit right now. A lot of in that first corner.
Oh, PPR Venom serving a penalty and getting a wing change. He's turned 1. Well, over here it's kind of expected. It's a very tough turn to take. It's really hard for racing.
Yeah.
Obviously the leaders did a great job of leaving each other room, but when you have more people bunched up in the back, it makes it even more difficult.
Especially that
plays a factor.
Especially that first corner, if you're stuck on the inside there and someone just turns in, there's not a lot you can do. No room for you. So, damage is expected at the start of the race here.
The leaderboard's still glitched.
Yeah.
Venus, who's not in this league, not even in the race at the moment, seems to be leading according to our leaderboard. But Lando Nor is actually in P1 right now, followed by Big Strudel and TRC Ronan.
Yeah, it looks like that little swerve he took.
It looks to have fixed itself. That glitch. CJ Gaming up 10 positions? Wow.
Yeah, look, I guess the leaderboard
took advantage of that carnage. I would love to see his
down.
onboard of the first lap. So out of all the drivers, man, basically the back half of the grid has all stopped. What tires are they on now? 657, who started on the softs, of course. Able to go on the hards. Jordan the Fraud is on the hards as well. They run up the back of the field. And all the other pitters from 9 to 16, including the AI of Hambinas, are all on the mediums. Jules right now the highest hard runner, but the lowest runner not to have pit. So gonna be interesting. We do have some soft runners right now who aren't gonna get too much more mileage out of their tires. They better hope they can make it to lap 10.
Yeah, hopefully the safety car heads in this lap for them. Looks like everyone will be bunched up, so it should be over this lap. A lot of people did
Nice
take the
long lap
advantage.
to go around.
A lot of people did take the advantage to get off those softs, unless they all had wing damage, but only 5 people left on those softs.
Yeah, now that TRC Ronan does not have track position, he might be questioning that decision he made earlier on.
Yeah.
Was he trying to fake them into the pits? Because that definitely didn't work.
No, that's really backfired on
Maybe
him.
he should have just pit at that point. Of course, still 25 laps to go, so the race is young. Lots of time left as Mr. Ghost gets a penalty under safety car. Oh, and what's gone on over here? People have collided. And I would not be surprised if that was caused by the AI of Hambinas.
Yeah, it looks like he was right involved in there. So.
Because he was right in front of everybody who went off, so...
Trying to see if anyone has wing damage. Not looking like it.
Probably just had to take some crazy evasive action. Oh, end plate damage for Mr. Ghost though.
Oh yes, I do see that. He is missing the right end plate. That is unfortunate. So, is the safety car? Yes, the safety car is in this lap.
It is back in.
And
Lenore gonna hold them up and go. Not really able to catch them sleeping that much.
TC Ronan gotta run on big
hold his... Yeah, TC Ronan wants that P1 back, of course.
Very close to touching there.
And the Jules going around the outside of Craig Conley.
Oh, an off-light me just
his
overpassed his teammate around the outside, Mowgli. They're fighting down there in P8 and 9.
Mowgli wheel to wheel with George right now. George is gonna go down the inside. Oh, he was trying to look at both of them there. Red Bull stay ahead. George gets a little bit of bad traction getting out of that turn, and his teammates now on the inside of him. 2 Alphas duking out behind the 2 Red Bulls. Jules fighting right now with what looks like Mowgli. Oh, goes a little too wide there. Of course, he is on the harder tire.
Yeah, he is gonna not have the
Meanwhile, Lando Nor almost a second ahead right now of Big Strudel. White Meat close to Craig Connolly. Can he tuck in this slipstream and get him on the straight? As Mex moves up to P11. Doesn't look like it. Towards me. You have Redeemer right behind him. You have a little train forming right here. Redeemer's gonna go way down the inside.
Yeah, that's not gonna help him out.
Compromises his exit. He's not able to get the move done. Oh, he tries to do the switcheroo. Cuts the corner though. PPR Venom getting interested as well as Redeemer. Oh. Oh, Jules. A little bit of contact with Chaz there. Chaz gets back at him around the outside. And that allows Mex to go right down the inside of Jules as well.
Might have a little bit of wing damage there. Can't see an end plate missing, but
great to hear you because I haven't heard you for a while, and I was really hoping that you didn't glitch out, my friend.
Oh, no, no. You're just taking the lead there for a bit.
Lando Norris with a 1.5 second gap right now. We're on board with Red the Jules in P11, looking to gain some places back. PPR Venom very close to Jords.
Mikey Yunt is keeping up with CJ Gaming. They are both on the softs. They're probably looking to get by CJ Gaming on the mediums. Lando Nor is pulling ahead.
PPR Venom going a little deep.
Almost 2 seconds out
Yeah,
of
Lando Nor is flying.
He wants a repeat of Vietnam. He is wanting it so bad.
Oh, lovely. Pit stop window is lap 6 to 6 according to my screen.
Nice. Sponsored by Amazon.
Yep. I'll leave the track on that one actually.
Looks like George is in the pit. Looks like he got some wing damage
So
somewhere along that
George
lap.
goes for the pits. TRC Ronin close by Strudel.
Both Red Bulls now looking to make a move on Craig Conley. They're catching up to him quick. Off-White Meat is right on the back of him now.
We do have a caution. And 657 is
Looks
on
like
the
he
grass.
had
He
a
has an M-plate
spin.
damage as well. Where is he in relation to George? Oh, not close enough. Let's catch up to these Red Bulls now, who are chasing the Haas of Craig Conley.
Yeah.
Oh, and sound glitch. Maybe not.
They're gonna have the DRS coming down the straight. Is he gonna make a move
Yeah.
for it? No, it takes a peek. Dives back in. Gonna wait for the next lap maybe.
Pretty equal on ERS as well. Conley gets a little bit worse traction heading out of that corner, and of course he is going to look to pit soon.
Yeah.
White meat is on the mediums. Oh, and Max really close to Chaz. They're side by side. Wow, look at this picture.
Oh, and it looks like Off-White Meat gets around Craig Conley. Finally, he gets the move done.
Yep, he gets the move done.
His teammate's looking to get by
Oh,
as well here.
Mobley.
He goes down the inside.
Down the inside.
Clean racing by both the
Yep,
drivers.
the softs starting to fall off now.
And maybe
Craig
his
now
teammate
has his
now.
teammate
Right
who is on a more optimal strategy. Will he let him through?
This might be 3 positions in 1 lap. That is definitely gonna hurt the ego there. It just feels very frustrating when you feel like everyone's faster than you on the track, and it's just because your tires. But here comes his teammate now.
By. Great job by Craig.
Yeah. Craig's probably hoping for the DRS now.
Oh,
having a
he's
little
really struggling
spin.
on those tires.
Yeah. I
Wow,
wouldn't be
this is a great
surprised if he
view.
pits in this lap.
Who's Chaz gonna go for it? Chaz is looking for it. Oh!
Chaz easily
super
gets
late
the
on the
job done.
brakes. Oh, the Redeemer as well.
Yeah, I bet you Craig backed off there because he's hopping
Craig
in the
is
pits.
going into
Yep.
the pits.
Yeah, he backed off there. And it looks like Bake Strudel.
Lando Norris, the race leader, as
Bake
well, pitting,
Strudel
and
looking
Bake
for the
Strudel.
undercut. Looking for the undercut. Oh,
TRC
no.
Ronin staying out.
Lando Nora
Yep.
is on the softs, while Bake Strudel is looking for the 1-stop going on the hards. This is gonna test which one is quicker, the 1-stop or the 2-stop.
This will be interesting. Lando Norris, of course, does have pace. He did do the 2-stop in Vietnam. Safety cars did help him out a little bit.
And Lando Norris
Will the
just
same
gotta
happen here?
push now and hope for safety car right when he needs to
His
hit.
teammate, meanwhile, CJ Gaming, very close to Ronin. Ooh, it's a bit squirrely on that curb.
CJ Gaming is on the better tires too, so he does have that advantage right now. TC Ronin's probably gonna pit this next lap. Gonna give some fresh air to him.
Ooh. Roning losing a little bit of traction. He's definitely losing a lot of time on this lap.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna hop in the pits this lap. If he doesn't, he will probably lose another position of Mike Young behind him.
Oh, Roning goes super wide. Definitely feeling that left tire wear, especially.
And he's gonna dive in the
he does
pits.
make the choice of going into the pits. PPR Venom, meanwhile, getting past Jules.
Mike Young taking the softs 8 laps. Gonna take him one more lap than everyone else.
Yeah, Mike Young actually is keeping into CJ's DRS range right now as we look for a battle to ride on board with. Here we are. Chaz in P6 behind Whitey and Max. Max all the way up into P4.
Oh, it looked like DC Ronan has come up behind Big Strudel, lost 2 seconds in pace, but they are both on the ones. North's gonna have to get through both of them after he pits. That's gonna hold him up. That's gonna be a difficult time later in the race one.
Chaz losing a bit of time right now, but we do have... Oh, and Mowgli's in this fight as well. This is the fight for P3 right now.
Yeah, big train here going on.
Oh, and Whitebeat has lost it. Oh. Did he
He's
get
got
wing
wing
damage? It doesn't look like anything flew off. No, he does not.
Wow.
Wow.
It might be yellow or something like that, but...
It's a miracle. Oh, and he just...
spins.
Oh,
Can't
now...
get the traction
now
down.
does he have wing damage now?
No. But his tires are
Yeah,
gonna
this
be
guy's
done.
car is indestructible. And he's probably thinking he's gonna need to pit now.
Oh, it looks like he's got a puncture.
He's catching up to PPR Venom. Oh. Yeah,
I
those
think he's got a
tires are
puncture on
dead.
the front left. They're looking very wobbly.
Oh, and then he breaks his
What
wing.
is going on?
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh!
He's just doing donuts
George
now.
almost loses his front wing. Oh!
And thankfully he does not hit into anybody somehow.
Somehow everyone
setting the
avoids
fastest
him.
lap and getting by PPR Venom in the process. Oh, PPR Venom getting back at him though. Oh! You got some nice wheel-to-wheel action here. Tough racing between the two. Wow, look at these guys go. The battle for P7 right now, and Lando Norris does come out on top.
Yeah, Lando Norris got to get through all this traffic. All these people are on an opposite strategy to him.
7-lap old mediums, and we do have a virtual safety car.
Who is that? That must be for Off-White Meat.
Could
Looks
be.
like
I
the
think he
bottom
just retired in the
three
pits,
are...
though.
No, he retired on the back straight. It said he
So he
DNF'd
retired
on the back straight. I think he smashed into the wall on the back straight, to be honest with you there. I think he's just looking to...
Oh yeah, you know
and
what?
LD
Looking at the map,
Redeemer
you
gets a
don't see
drive-through
his car
penalty.
anywhere.
That's gonna hurt him up.
Speeding under the safety car. You gotta watch out for these deltas. They will come and hurt you. And they're different on all these tracks.
Many times.
Yeah, botched turbo definitely knows the pain of driving
both Australia and
way too often.
Both Australia.
Let's not forget Britain.
Yeah, but that wasn't a part of this league. So let's not bring that up.
And we are back. Max very close on Mowgli.
Oh, Lando Norris hopping in the pits, taking the opportunity. When is he gonna hop on now? He's probably gonna hop on the...
I would say he's hopping on hards now.
He's really gonna lose out to Bake Strudel and TCR Ronan. They're both gonna pass him.
Did he get a drive-through as well?
Oh, he did get a drive-through.
No, I think he got a drive-through. Oh,
that's really good. That takes away.
Make the two-stop even worse. As we continue on, currently the top three separated by just about a second.
Yeah. They're all battling. CJ Gaming on the most worn mediums, 10 laps old. Everyone else is on 8-lap old mediums. Right onto the back straight here. Mowgli's probably looking for a move. Has DRS been activated again?
Of course, Mowgli and Mex have both pit. CJ
Yes.
has still yet to pit. But his tires are only 2 laps older.
Yeah, Mowgli goes for a little peek there. Decides not to dive bomb. Another good move there. All three just hugging each other, not wanting to give up this DRS.
Oh, and Lando Nor has DNF'd.
Oh, Lando Nor gets frustrated
Oh, we have
by
a
the
safety
drive-through.
car.
Lando Nor. Oh, and someone has
Must
lost
have
the
lost
wing
it
down
on
in
the
turn
exit.
1.
Of course, this exit, very tough on your tires.
So everyone is taking advantage of
It
pitting.
looked like he veered off to the side, so Lando Nor not going to be able to repeat from last week. His bad luck is back, and takes the opportunity to pit. Don't think the leaders were able to get into the pits because they had already crossed the line.
Just passed. It looks like the bottom 5 at that point were able to. The top 4 is just mixed up. Now, will they pit coming around again? I would take the opportunity. Those mediums are getting quite old. Time to maybe hop on the hards, see what they decide here. CJ Gaming is
we
in
have
the lead.
Jord the Fraud on hards right now, but doesn't look like he can make it to the end. Currently on board with Mike Yunt, who is probably our highest runner right now, who can make
Looks
the
like
distance.
he's gonna take the lead after everyone else pits. He is on a 1-lap old hards.
Yeah,
Run
the
the
question is,
jewels.
what do you do if you're Jord the Fraud? I think Jord the Fraud should just stay out, because what is he gonna go on? He can't go on anything to the end anyways.
Yeah, you'd have to
He
put
might
in
just
at
stay on
least
these
2.
hards.
You'd have to do at least mediums and soft. You'd have to do another pit stop there. Here we go, CJ Gaming in the pits. Same with Mowgli, Max, Chaz. George the Fraud is hopping in the pits as well as PPR Venom, so Mike Yunt. Will he be able to pass everyone? Everyone's in and out of the pits right now. Looks like CJ Gaming's gonna get out ahead of Mike Yunt there. Same with Mowgli and Max. It's gonna be close there for Max. Yeah, Mike Young gains a couple positions there.
P4.
He's gonna be happy about that. George the Fraud has
CJ
hopped on the
Gaming
mediums.
in the lead.
George the Fraud thinks he can take these mediums to the end. They are 2 laps old. That's interesting.
We'll have to see. I guess he was in a tough position anyways, considering his tires and the strategy that he was on, so he's just gonna have to go for something and hope that it works.
Run the Jewels looked like he hopped on the softs for 1 installation lap, went back in the pits, and is now back on the mediums. Maybe he had a little bit of wing damage in a moment. Dropped down a couple places, now running at
Yeah,
P14.
well, I'm just trying to think if he was even on the softs to begin with. I think he just switched to stops to get rid of his strategy.
Yeah, I did see the softs on for him 1 lap, so.
Yeah, I think he just did it just so he can get the mandatory tires out of the way.
Yeah.
Smart move by Jules. He still comes out in front of Hambinas, so he's not gonna have to worry about that AI. 657 will though.
CJ Gaming is looking to pick up the pieces after his teammate Lando Nor DNFs. Mowgli picking up the pieces too from his teammate on Red Bull that has DNF'd as well. Should be very interesting. That safety car really changed up everything. Bake Strudel and TRC Ronin are now 9th and 10th. They were in 1st and 2nd after Lando Nor DNF, but the safety car really mixed everything around. Looks like we're gonna go around for another lap. All the drivers are gonna have to keep those tires warm. Gotta wait for everyone else to
14
line
more
up.
laps.
Yeah, it is a long lap at China, being stuck behind that safety car. It's a long time to keep those tires in the operating temperature. So it looks like we're about to catch up with the pack. And Hamby and 657s are not too far off.
Let's look at all the position changes so far. So CJ Gaming right now in P1. He's on course for driver of the day as well. We have a lot of big movers. Everybody in the top 8 has all moved up, so safety car is definitely changing things up here dramatically. As far as stops go, most of the drivers have stopped twice now. CJ Gaming and Mike Yunt both stopping only once. And we do have a couple runners, George and Mr. Ghost, who have stopped 3 times. Of course, they may have gotten damage as well. And the safety car is in this lap. Oh, and Mowgli has left the session. That's not good. Botch, do you copy?
Yeah, just took the opportunity
Okay.
to run and use the bathroom there on the safety
No
car.
problem. As a D1 driver who has a race at 9 o'clock, we need to capitalize on every opportunity we get.
Yep.
Whether it's eating a peanut butter sandwich, which by the way, I burnt my toast earlier. I was trying to set up the stream at the same time. But we do it for the love of racing.
Yep.
So CJ is going to start off now. Mowgli, I believe, has lagged out of the session.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. And Lando Nor waiting for that safety car to hop, or CJ Gaming, sorry, waiting for that safety car to hop
Mowgli
in.
is back. Oh, and Mowgli's AI goes into the pits.
And CJ Gaming pulling off a little move there, stopping right after the last turn, making everyone else hold up behind him. Getting a nice takeaway there.
He's already got almost a second. As we enjoy this nice view from the rear wing of CJ Gaming. Jord the Fraud making a move on Chaz. I need to commentate from this angle more often. Ah, that was awesome. Jord the Fraud gets a little bit squirrely there. Big Strudel fighting with TRC Ronan. TRC Ronan has found his way back in front of Big Strudel. TRC Ronan is on a mission.
It'll be interesting to see how these medium
657
runners
on the inside of Hambinus's AI. Very well done. Oh, and we have lost our gaps. We're just going to stick with this battle right here. Got a nice train forming up here, the top 7.
Ooh,
Sector
like
2, we have a yellow
Venom.
flag for a McLaren.
PPR
And
Venom,
PPR
had a little
Venom
spin.
is off the track, or he was. Redeemer now closing in on PPR Venom. Can he take advantage of Venom's cold tires? Or hot tires, I should say, because he spun. Oh, we have another yellow. Is that Jules? Oh,
yeah,
no,
Jules spinning.
Of course, this straight, very tough.
Yeah, that corner puts a lot of
get a good
loads on those
exit on.
tires there.
Yeah, huge load on those tires. Redeemer not close enough.
It looks like Max
Mowgli
is
all the way
right
in the back
on
now.
the back of CJ Gaming, looking for the move. Doesn't have enough there, but keeping up with him.
Wow, Max getting super close.
Max looks like he does have the advantage there in the first corner. The last 2 laps, he's made up almost a second in that corner.
Doesn't get a great exit out of the next turn though.
Meanwhile,
He's still
Chaz
within
does
5
get-
tenths.
Meanwhile, Chaz does get a 3-second penalty.
And now Now this is the battle to watch as everybody in the top 8 has DRS except for CJ Gaming, our leader. As soon as DRS is enabled, if it hasn't been enabled already, I believe it's on now this lap, and we have a... Oh, what has happened to TRC Ronin and Jord the Fraud? Oh, looks like they have collided.
TC Ronin's missing an end plate now.
Oh, Jord the Fraud, thankfully, no damage. Well, that's unfortunate.
That's gonna split up
TRC
that
Ronin,
top
he
8.
was on a mission. Yep. Max, meanwhile, very close to CJ Gaming.
Bake Strudel has moved up the ranks from 8th all the way to 5th after that safety car restart. He's hungry to move back up into the top runners again.
Oh, and Max is going for it. They're alongside each other.
Oh, CJ Gaming pushing up back hard. It's an aggressive little move there.
Max does have a lot more ERS available.
Yeah,
He's just waiting to deploy this.
He's gonna have DRS this lap. He will have the advantage.
Yep. He'll be looking to make that move on the straight.
I don't think he'll have any
No need to make it
problem at
before
all.
that.
I think even PPR Mike Yunt, he's sitting on 50%
Mike
ERS.
Young was
he might
close
be
enough.
able
Now
to.
he looks a little bit out of range now. Let's see how Mex can catch up to CJ when he gets a DRS. As PPR Venom has retired
And yeah,
on track.
spins again and then retires on track. Not very frustrated
Retired
driver
on
there.
track, not good. As here goes Mex around the outside.
Oh, is he gonna get the
He's gonna
job
get it done. He does.
They're both
Looks like
still
he has
side
it
by
done.
side. CJ Gaming not giving up that position very easily. But Max
Oh,
does get
CJ
that little
coming
bit
back
of lead.
at him. Good
CJ
job by
Gaming.
Max, leaving him room there to sneak in.
Yeah.
Look at them side by side.
This is great racing by
But
both
this
drivers.
is the corner where Mex really has the pace.
Yeah, and there he
He
goes.
does have the
There he
advantage in
gets
this
the job
corner. He
done.
just shows.
Yeah, that corner can make up a couple tenths there. Big advantage.
Mex doing a great job. And our championship leader back to where he wants to be.
Yes.
The only one in the top 3 every race so far. Will he do it again?
He is on the hard.
And the question
Looks like he
is-
can take them to the end of the race. So
Yeah.
be
Who will
interesting
still have to
see.
pit? Will Big Strudel have to pit?
Yeah, if he can take those mediums to the end, they're going to be very worn down. But does he have the pace?
He's gonna need to take them 10 more laps. It's doable, but they're gonna be right on the edge.
Oh, it looks like LD Redeemer had a little spin. He's getting back underway, but lost a lot of time to his teammate there. Run the Jewels, running 11th and 12th, just outside the points.
Craig Conley, meanwhile, very close to Bake Strudel, but Bake Strudel does have the DRS on Chaz, so he should be able to hold on to this. But Craig is gaining, he's pushing it.
Craig Conley having a very good first race here. Coming right out of the box, hungry for points.
He's right in the middle of that battle, not too far off from the final podium position. But he's definitely holding his ground there, showing what he's made of.
So Max does have the 1 second gap now, and CJ Gaming looks like he just wants to pull away. CJ Gaming is now in DRS range of PPR Mike Yunt. Sorry, PPR Mike Yunt is in DRS range of CJ Gaming. He's looking to get a move done as well.
We have a nice DRS train almost. Chaz, unfortunately, not in DRS. Jord the Fraud, meanwhile, making the move on his teammate, Mr. Ghost. Maybe some team orders in play. Jord the Fraud, of course, on the faster tire.
Yeah,
TRC Ronin is
point
in
in-
10th position at the moment.
no point in
is
holding
your
your
pole
teammate
sitter.
up there.
Well, Big Strudel losing a bit of time there. Takes a really awkward line. And that puts Craig Conley very close to him. Big Strudel is very low on ERS as well, which is going to make it easy for Craig Conley right now to go for it. He decides against it though. Thinks he's a little bit too far off. He's going to keep it smart. There's still 9 laps left. He can force Big Strudel into a mistake.
Max is now pulling away almost 3 seconds ahead. CJ Gaming, he might run away with
Max
this race.
just doing what he does. The Haas team currently looking very solid out there.
Yeah. CJ Gaming now under threat from PPR Mike Young. He's getting closer now. Just can't seem to get close enough to make a move.
Chaz now in the train, of course. So we do have a train of 4 cars.
Those
DRS,
medium
5
tires
cars in total.
might be
All
quicker
behind
right
CJ.
now. Those medium tires might be quicker right now than those hard, so they may have the advantage. Oh, and it looks like George has spun off. He's losing a
and
couple
George
positions.
is spun off.
Yeah, he's in the
Probably gonna
gravel.
put Jules into the top 10.
Doesn't look like he has any wing damage. Oh, and he spins
spun
again.
again.
And there's
Oh,
the
and there's the wing
damage.
damage.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
Oh, is LD Redeemer? Oh, and LD
And
Redeemer
Mike
smashes
Yut-
right into him. Ooh, that's
Oh,
very
he did? I
unfortunate.
just missed it.
Oh, very unfortunate.
Oh,
LD
and
Redeemer
Did have
stuck
a
on
wing
track.
hanging off of his car. We have a VSC, meanwhile, as PVR Mike Yunt. Wait, how did he get into P6? I'm sorry, I might have missed this. Wasn't he in P3?
Yeah,
Something
he was in
happened to him
P3.
then.
We got
Oh,
distracted
I
by
missed what happened to
Jules.
Mike.
Sorry
Yeah.
to the viewers.
Right
Looks
now,
like
the
he
Haas
must have had a
team looking
moment.
very good for points, and this VSC definitely helping, I would say, everybody on the field. I think everybody on the field might be able to
Yeah, green
make
flags
it to the
were
end. I guess we'll
underway
have to
again.
see.
I think PPR
Still
might
going to
get-
have to see the tires on these medium runners at the end.
Oh,
Can
CJ
they make it?
Gaming getting a 3-second penalty just right now. That's gonna hurt him. He's got 7 laps
Yeah, what are
to
the
get a
penalties
3-second
looking
gap.
at in the top 6 right now, Botched?
So Max actually just got a drive-through. Oh my god, that's gonna hurt.
Definitely going to hurt his chances at a podium now.
So the top CJ Gaming, Bake Strudel, Chaz all have penalties. CJ Gaming now has 6 seconds of penalties. Max is gonna have to do that drive-through. Gonna come out probably around 7th, 8th, or 9th. It's really gonna hurt him.
Will he opt to stay out, or will he take it
he's
right
opting
away?
to stay out.
Might try to build even more of a gap. Everybody right now in the DRS train. Jord the Fraud pits. Doesn't have wing damage, but he wants to get on the softs now. Will he go for fastest lap? Seems to have a top 10 position locked in.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, no, that's just
Oh, we have
657.
a yellow.
657 just moved out of the way as a couple people lapped him there. Not having the best race there, running in P14, the last of the runners.
Big Strudel very close to CG Gaming as Chaz has pulled back a little bit. Oh, Big Strudel getting a little bit loose. Are his tires starting to go?
Yeah, those
CG
mediums.
Gaming loses a lot of
I
time
mean,
with that
laps.
line there.
We got 6 laps left, so they're obviously trying to take these mediums to the end. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get the move done. Max still has to go in his drive-through. Let's see now if he takes it.
Chaz gaining as well. And unfortunately, I can't listen to that audio.
Max is
Craig
still
Conley
not going in
and
for
Mike
his
Yunt.
drive-through.
Mike Yunt coming back at Craig Conley. And we have a yellow in Sector 3. That seems to be Jord the Fraud. Oh, and he did have a drive-through actually, so that's why he stepped into the pits, but then he seemed to have lost it on the exit to the straight. And Big Strudel having a look at CJ Gaming right now. This battle
Ooh.
very helpful for Mex.
Yeah,
As
Big
Mex
Strudel
has
looking to
gained a
get.
second per lap basically.
Yeah, Big Strudel
Since
looking
that
to get back
VSC.
in his
CJ Gaming
starting
going
P2.
ultra defensive.
Ooh, Big Strudel looked for a move on the inside, got pushed out by CJ Gaming. This is a great battle going on right now between these two. Great driving.
As we have another yellow, I think that's for 657, just letting others through.
Yep. Big Strudel gonna have the DRS here. We're sitting about the same ERS. This is gonna be interesting to see if he should have the run.
Will Big Strudel's tires last? That is the
CJ
question.
Gaming, they're both empty on ERS. They got nothing left. CJ Gaming swerving down the straight, trying to break that slipstream. Mex finally goes in for his drive-through. CG Gaming and Big Strudel both gonna be happy to see that.
Yeah. Let's see where Mex feeds out. Can he
And
come back
Craig
out
gets
in
ahead
P6? Or will
Looks
it be
like he
P7?
is. Looks like his strategy to stay out those extra 2 laps really helped him
And
get
looks
ahead
like
there.
he will get out in P6.
Oh, Big
Still
Strudel.
looking good for the Haas
Side by
team.
side.
As,
Oh,
and Big
Big
Strudel loses it.
Oh, gets hit by CG Gaming. They are not gonna be happy after the race to each other.
And Mex going to hunt him down for that P5 now, as Craig Conley, our debutant, currently in P3 for the other Haas. So Haas still looking good. And he's up here with CJ Gaming and Chaz.
Both
As we
CJ
lost Big
Gaming
Strudel
and Chaz having
to
an
poor traction.
amazing race. CJ Gaming up 14 positions now. Chaz up 7.
CJ looking like the one at advantage here because he does have the tires that could definitely take him to the end. Of course, the other drivers will take this to the end either way, but are their tires falling off?
Yeah,
That's the
Chaz
question. They've
is
probably
low
already
on
fallen off
ERS.
by now.
They're both empty on ERS. They have nothing else
Craig
to
Conley
give.
has half of his ERS, so he's been doing a great job managing it.
Will he be able to come back? Hopefully all drivers have enough fuel to take them to the end of the race and they haven't used too much. It would be interesting to see. Oh, it looks like Mex gets ahead of Big Strudel there.
So Max moving back up into P5. Still going to be a solid result for him. But this
Yeah.
battle for P1 right now, it's still hot.
Looks like Mowgli was able to get back into the race. Must be very upset
Yeah,
that
but
his AI
seems
pitted.
like Jules will get by him because he is on softs.
And Jules is gonna have that pace.
Jules looks like he's gaining all the time. Is he gonna get him on the start-finish straight as we also monitor the gaps for the top 3? Jules, can he continue carrying this Renault team? Can he get 1 point? Maybe even
So
an extra
as
point
it-
for fastest lap.
As it sits right now, Chaz just has to keep a 3-second gap to CJ Gaming and he will win. CJ Gaming sitting on 6 seconds of penalty. Chaz only has 3. Craig Connolly, meanwhile, is sitting on 0 penalties. He could take the win. His first race, he
Craig
could take
Conley,
the win.
the dark horse.
Picking up the pieces for his teammate.
Yeah, and this Haas team, if this is anything to go by, this team is looking unstoppable for the constructors.
Yeah, gonna be very strong this season. Strong performance from them. TCR runner gets a 3-second penalty. Does have a 14-second gap to Mr. Go, so that will not affect him.
Ooh, Craig definitely feeling the effects of his tires. Mike is right on the back of him. Does Mike Yunt have penalties as well as he goes down the inside, locks
Ooh.
up? Craig's telling himself only 2 laps to go.
Oh, these front 4 are very close. These last 2 laps, it's going to be a battle for P1. It's all coming down to these last 2 laps.
Yep, Craig is still there.
George gets a 3-second penalty. He's running in 12th.
And yeah, and Jules still not able to get by Mowgli at the moment.
Ooh,
Mike
PPR
Yunt locking
Yunt.
up. That was a close one. He seemed to have a late look there.
Looks like CJ Gaming has broken that DRS range. Yes, he has. Chaz does not have DRS. This is music to Mike Yunt's ears.
Meanwhile, Mech's just gaining all the time. 3 seconds back now.
Max is very upset with his performance, getting that drive-through. If these drivers keep fighting like this, they're going to be under pressure from Max.
Yep, Mex has a lap and a half to catch back up to this crew.
They are all in DRS range, all in this
Oh,
big
and
train.
CJ has fallen back quite a bit. Oh, and Mike Yunt goes for the move on
Gets
Chaz.
bumped.
That did not look good.
He might have a little bit of wing damage there. Maybe a yellow, slight green wing. Craig might get the move done.
To do,
Oh,
Craig takes advantage. Looks like he's side by side right now with Chaz. Who's going to yield? Oh, and Chaz cuts him off.
Max has
sends it into
caught
that
him.
corner, and
Oh,
Max all the way up the back of Craig Conley already.
all the way back from P8 after that drive-through. He is angry and out for it. We are on this last lap. CJ Gaming right now, 2 seconds ahead of PPR Mike Yunt. This is a fight for P2 at the moment. It all comes down to penalties at the end of the race.
Oh, Mech's going for it on his teammate. He just wants to gain places here.
Yeah, Max
Craig
gets the job
allowing it, but
done.
of course, Craig will be happy with his performance.
Max wants to get in the top 3. He does not want to give up that record of being in the top 3 every race. Will he be able to beat Chaz to it? Chaz low on ERS. Max have a little tiny bit more. Coming on the final straight.
Craig Conley really struggling with these tires right now as we ride on board with Mex. Doesn't look like he can get it.
No. Just didn't have enough in the tank at the end there to get the job done. Oh, will he go for a move here? No, doesn't have quite enough. Oh, and Big Strudel spins. coming out of the last corner.
Max gets a great exit. Max goes up into P2.
Oh, Mike
Craig
Yunt
Conley
takes
stays
P1.
in P5, and Mike Yunt takes the race victory. CJ Gaming, who finished on track in first place, falls back to P4.
And Craig getting
Brother
a...
Jules DNF'd. What happened to Jules? Oh, Jules lost it on the exit onto the short straight, as you see his car there. Unfortunate for Jules. Looks like this is going to round off your top 10 then, as Mike Yunt went. Oh, and Mowgli getting a little bit squirrely there.
Yeah, Craig got really screwed over there in his last corner. He gets a 3-second time penalty. The last corner. Yeah, he's got to be frustrated about that.
And Hambinas bringing
it.
it home in P12. The AI of
Yeah.
Hambinas. Great job. Taking it to the end. Yeah. So, Max gets onto the podium again. Brilliant charge. Craig Conley. Gotta be happy with that performance. Great performance by the PPR debutant.
Yeah.
His Haas teammate will definitely be liking him, as Max does get driver of the day. No surprise there.
Caught all the way back.
CJ had a great race as well. And Mike Yunt does his dance. He'll be buzzing about that one. Very hard fought race, very tough track. And yeah, Radicus and Bosch here, getting ready for D1.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Come watch us. How much time do we have to do absolutely nothing? We have 10 minutes.
To do no practice, just join the lobby. So stay tuned.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for watching.